Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee and I've just arrived home with my shopping haul. And this is part of a collaboration being put on by Lynn at Bucket List Homestead. And it's to what does $100 buy where we're at? So I just arrived home. I do pickup system where they do the shopping for me, and I'll explain why. And one of the things I bought was 44-pound bag of dog food. So that was $30 right there. So that took a chunk in to the budget, but I'm not going to bring that in with me. I'm going to let my husband do that. So I'm showing you in the back of my car the bags before they are brought in. So here is everything. And I will bring this in and spread it out and show it to you. Hi, welcome back to Pike Creek Farm. And I'm inside now. The 44 pounds of dog food is still out for Jim to bring in. But I just thought I would show you what I get and tell you how I do it. I have been shopping. Okay, let me tell you. I live in a very rural area. So we do have the big chain store, you know, the one we all know. And we have a Michigan Midwest store called Myers. And I go there for sale items. And we have a meat market, a meat vegetable market, and then we have some Mennonite stores. So my normal, everyday, regular shopping is done at Walmart. It's just where I can get the best value. And what I do is I use their app and I shop and do delivery. I mean, pickup, actually, I do pickup. I don't have to do all the lifting. I don't have to haul it all. I don't have to scan it. And I keep on a budget because you know exactly what you're going to pay. It's right there. So that's my regular. Usually like beginning of the month, like not this paycheck, but my first of the May paycheck is when I do more of my stocking up. I will go maybe to the Mennonite store, to the meat market, or Myers if they're having some good sales and get meat. This was an in-between. And what I'm buying is any fresh produce I need. I'll be glad when the gardens start producing. Dairy, any of my pantry items that I've gotten low on. And some odds and ends. But by not going into the store, for me, it keeps me from doing an impulse buys. And I'm able to keep my grocery expenses down. Show you what I got. I put the gallon of milk away. So what I shopped for this week were things that I need for the menu plan that I have, to replace some of the staples that I used, but it's not my big pantry shopping. But you know, I try to replace a few things every time so that it's not a massive bill. And I'm doing some canning, so some things I needed for those recipes. So let me start. First thing I got was just some yellow cooking onions, a bag of those, because I had used my last one. And I buy sweet onions when they're in season, and I buy red onions for salads, but I always have yellow onions on hand because I can use them for everything. I got a red pepper for a recipe that's coming up for canning. I got 2 sweet potatoes because I have lots of other potatoes, but we like sweet potatoes. And I probably would have got more, but I was trying to keep it to the $100. Had to stick to the budget. I got a couple of on the vine tomatoes. I cannot wait for fresh tomatoes, but I got a couple of these. I got 4 bananas. It's a weird thing. If I buy more bananas, they all go black. If I buy 4, they're gone quickly, and then I might have to buy more midweek if he really wants some. But if I buy a big bunch, nope. I got oranges. Now, I'll probably eat some of these, but to be honest, they're for the Orioles and the orange and blackbirds that come through our area about now. And if you put these out, and I'm gonna put them out like where my bird feeders and wind chime is, like outside the kitchen window, and they are beautiful. So hopefully they come again this year and I can get some video of them, because I don't know if they go to every area or if it's like a Midwest thing. I got some quart freezer bags. I always try to keep an extra of these, so when I open up one, I get another one. I got a head of lettuce. I need it for a recipe and for my lunches. I bought the store brand of sweet Italian creamer. I don't always buy the store brand, but this was in the budget this week. I got celery for a salad I'm making, and I like to have celery for soups and stir fries, and I like the leaves to season. I got some frozen broccoli florets. I like them as a quick side dish. I make nachos on them. I got green onions for some salads and for some stir fries. I got white Gatorades. My husband likes those, and this will last him for like a month. He doesn't have them every day, but we were out. I think he might have like one bottle left. I got some bacon. I still have some bacon in the freezer from a pig, but this I like better for BLTs. So I got a big jug of oil because I had opened one downstairs, so I need to replace that one. I also need to get some avocado oil and olive oil, but that will be on my next shopping trip. I got some cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese, so does Jim. But also I've been seeing so many fun recipes using cottage cheese, so I want to try some of those high protein recipes. Butter. I always keep butter in the freezer, and I had taken one out, so I got more to go in. I got a big bag of sugar, 10 pounds, because I had opened up one, and I am trying to figure out storage for more sugar downstairs. I got some water chestnuts for a salad. There's a salad collab in May. And I got pineapple chunks that I'm using for canning, and crushed pineapple for a cake recipe. So then I got, like I said, the 44 pounds of dog food and a gallon of milk. So this is what I got. It's not a lot because the only meat was the bacon, but it's all we needed, and it will get me through the next week and a half, 2 weeks. I might have to stop next week for some milk or some little staple. Since I've been making my bread, I don't have to stop for that. So the extra things that weren't necessarily for us were the dog food, but your dogs are part of your family. And then I buy the oranges this time of year for the Oreos. So that was like $5 there. So that's what I bought. And that's what $100 will get you here in this part of Michigan. And trying to keep frugal, but still have things that we want. And right now, the fresh stuff, because we can't just go outside and get it. Soon, it's coming. So I want to thank Lynn for inviting me to this, and check out all the other channels, because there's channels from all over that are doing this $100 collab, and see what you can get in other places and how they do their shopping. The biggest tip I can give is that for me, I have found to stick to my budget, going on and using the app and picking out everything and just picking it up and not going through the store, because that's when I tend to just throw things in and I see something and I do a lot of impulse buys. And I've noticed that for me, a lot of those impulse buys don't get consumed necessarily. So I didn't buy any treats this week, so I'll probably do, bake some bread. I need to bake a sweet bread or some cookies or something so that Jim has a snack. Some weeks I'll buy, cookies, but try not to do that too much. So thank you for joining me. And if this is your first time here at Pike Creek Farm, thank you so much for stopping by. And let me know if you like this kind of video, see what I buy. Like I said, in a couple of weeks, I'll be going to the Mennonite store, and our farmer's market will be starting in May, and I can get some good deals there and before, our garden comes in. So let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos. If you like this one, and if you subscribe to my channel to see more videos on cooking and baking and vintage recipes and canning, because I love canning. And I have one coming up next week, sweet and sour chicken. It's going to be good. So thank you. See you next time at Pike Creek Farm.